second video focused on the RTSM software landscape. In the previous video, we discussed about the supplier landscape. In this video, we will be discussing what's actually driving the growth for adoption of RTSM software, and to some extent, what needs to be solved for. So here's the first question for you, Kavya, right? If you think about this market, what's actually driving the growth for or the need for an RTSM software?
Right. Actually, the RTSM landscape is growing, steadily with around 6 to 8% year-over-year growth. And there are quite a few drivers that are driving this growth. One of the biggest drivers is the need for real-time inventory and supply chain visibility. So sponsors want to know at any point, where their drug is and how much inventory exists at each site, and so that they do not run out of drugs or stockouts, or even minimize the wastage. Another key driver is patient safety and blinding integrity. So as the regulatory scrutiny is increasing, sponsors are prioritizing RTSM platforms with role-based access and strong audit trails to reduce the risk of unintentional unblinding. We are also seeing growing demand for RTSM systems that can support complex and adaptive trial designs for complex therapeutic areas such as oncology, rare diseases, etc. The systems with adaptive randomization and support for mid-study amendments are being preferred. Then there is also RTSM is also increasingly seen as a lever for time and cost efficiency. So helping sponsors to reduce study build timelines, minimize drug wastage, and overall run trials more efficiently. So these are some of the drivers that are constantly increasing or driving the growth for RTS.
And if you ask me, I think direct to patients shipments might also be one of the factors which might drive further growth of RTSM software. But let's flip the coin, right? If you think about a few challenges which still need to be solved for, what did you hear from your sponsor-focused conversations around challenges or inhibitors in this space?
Right. So despite the strong demand for RTSM systems, buyers still continue to face a lot of challenges consistently. Some of those challenges which are quoted a lot are the setup and deployment timelines that can be very lengthy, especially for complex or multi-country studies. Integrations remain another point. There are differences in APIs, data standards across different clinical systems and logistics systems that often slow things down. Buyers also frequently mention help desk and support issues. This is one of the consistent issue that they face, including delayed issue resolution and inconsistent support staff or after hours coverage. Finally, there is also scalability and technology maturity that vary a lot. Legacy RTSM systems still struggle to scale while newer platforms are still maturing. So this unevenness exists in the landscape.
Okay. Thank you for those perspectives, and thanks once again to the viewers for taking out the time. Stay tuned for our next video. We'll deep dive even further into this series.